There is a war in Gaza between Hamas and Israel, and regardless of which side you want to win, when all is said and done, Gaza City will be largely destroyed, as well as other parts of the Gaza Strip. The whole Gaza region is already an underdeveloped third world hellhole, and after weeks or maybe even months of new incoming missiles, much of Gaza City will be reduced to rubble. That's a fact. Like it or not, there will be a lot of Palestinian refugees without a home. Soon, there will be up to 1 million Palestinian refugees, and progressive groups, and even a few right-wing ones, have already begun calling for them to be sent to Europe and the USA. Remember what Donald Trump said in 2015 about illegal aliens who crossed our border? Quote, when Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with them. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. The same can be said for Palestinian refugees, but times 10. Sure, some Palestinian refugees, I assume, are good people, but mixed in will be literally thousands of terrorists, supporters of terrorism, and others who hate the West, with or without good reason. But either way, importing them into our communities seems like a bad idea. Someone were to say, why not have Israel take them in? It's their war, they caused the destruction, even if it was justified. Israel's answers would be, of course not. That would be suicidal and insane. And Israel would be right to say that. Then one might ask, why should we take them in? It can only lead to disaster. These are dangerous people. Importing them can only harm the countries that do so. What possible rationale could there be other than a willful destruction of the West to push for a policy like this? At the turn of the last century, America had so many new immigrants that we began to lose our national identity. So there was a near total immigration freeze from 1925 to 1965 to allow all of those new Americans to assimilate. And doing this led to the greatest era in American history. And those immigrants became the bedrock of a new American prosperity. We can learn from the past, freeze immigration from its current level of over 1 million a year to perhaps 100,000, and end illegal immigration, currently at about 4 million per year since Joe Biden took office. Do that. Allow this current generation of immigrants to truly become Americans, as opposed to what the left wants them to be, an ever-growing dependent perpetual victim class with no real sense of national identity. And while we are allowing these 45 million foreign-born people currently in our country to assimilate, to also import several 100,000 new refugees from regions hostile to the U.S., that is not the right choice.